It is Wednesday, October 9th, and today Amy had to go into the city for work, so it was just me and Oliver in the morning. And usually he's really cranky in the morning and will just be saying mama, mama, mommy over and over again. Doesn't want to have shit to do with daddy, but what I needed to do is I needed to bring up some donuts and some Cheerios. He calls the donuts donut, and he calls the Cheerios shoo-shoos. And I put them in a bowl for him, and I bring it up, and usually that's enough to satiate him long enough for me to change his diaper and change his clothes and get us ready for school for the day. So that's what I did. I brought him downstairs. We had some Cheerios, we had some donuts. It was all very nice. I had my coffee, and we sat, we chilled, we ate a little bit, and then we proceeded with our day. So I just dropped him off, and a busy day today. I need to prep for the sync call at 3 o'clock. That will also be my prep for my one-on-one with Brian, and then have a check-in on the redesigned dashboard that we're trying to do. We have an online call that I will be co-piloting just in case there is a power outage in San Francisco. And then I'm training with Anthony at 1 o'clock. I have the one-on-one with Brian, then I have a one-on-one with Akiva, then I have a one-on-one with Chloe after that. So day's gonna be pretty packed. Then Oliver comes home, we'll make dinner, and we'll get ready for bed. And if I have time, I'll start working on the newsletter for this week. So that is what is going on. I still need to cut yesterday's video since I didn't get a chance to do that, as Amy and I were just hanging out and talking instead of doing more work on the cell phone. So that is that for today. Hopefully I remember to take more video, and I need to quickly stop by the store to pick up some milk and some almond milk. 2.5 years. I go back and forth with Buford on this because I'm either hire number 2 or hire number 3. I'm pretty sure I'm hire number 2. And I think Buford's hire number 3. We have to check our what's it called? Our contract date or our shares. Yeah, our shares date. But I'm pretty sure I was number 2. And then number 1 was a woman named Susan, who was our original head of marketing, and she left for Stripe maybe about a year ago or so. It was really cool because just seeing what a strong team we had, even though it was so few of us, it was really interesting. So my original role was this strategy role that Brendan and Akshita are currently in. Plus there was like the element of what you do and what Michael does, and an element of what Akiva does. So it was those 3 combined was my original role. We had David, who was a PM, and we had Buford, obviously. My mic's about to kick out. I'm just gonna switch off real quick. Can you hear me? Cool. I did not hear anything from my side. So with David, who was a PM, and Buford, who was obviously head of Eng, and Brian and Susan. And then we, at maybe a year in, maybe a year and a half in, we were up to 9 people on the team. And then suddenly, like, we lost all our marketing people. So then we're down to, like, we were mid-season and we're down to 5 people. So it was Brian, Dan, Carlo, Buford, and myself. And so we're in the middle of redoing AGS, and we're running all 3 programs, and it's just the 5 of us. And that was interesting, just to see, like, all right, like, down to like the core team, and everything ran fine. Right now we're like 16 people, we're doing the same thing, and it's just, just figuring out different problems. But even with 5 people, we were able to we ran 3 programs, exactly the same of what we're doing now, but we did it with a third of the people. That's back when we tried using hosts. So we had one host per program. But Brian still did a lot of it. It just basically meant that Brian was working with the hosts a little bit more, and he could take an occasional night off. What do you think you're doing, bud? Good job, buddy. It is 9:25. I just finished cutting yesterday's video, and now I'm recording this so that I can cut this video and then load both of them to YouTube at 9:45 when Freedom stops working and I can jump back onto YouTube. Had a pretty good day today. Got to work out with Anthony. Had a bunch of calls. Did the mid-program survey update for the whole team, and had a good call with Chloe, which I think I recorded some of that for this video. And I also got this email from someone named Robin who works at Hulu, and he had read a lot of the LA blog posts and Breaking Into Hollywood blog posts, and emailed me to ask some questions and get in touch, which is pretty cool. So that's that. Put Oliver to bed. Was a bit of a struggle, but finally I put him into the crib and just kind of held onto his hand and rubbed his back until he drifted off. So that was a little bit better than me walking around for an hour while he cried and couldn't calm down. So he's in bed, resting peacefully, and that's about it. I'm gonna cut this video and then do a little bit more work before heading to bed.